In this video, I'm going to show you how to mark out on wood so that you can cut your own finger joint, which goes together and comes apart like this. A finger joint is what you're going to use on your trinket box like you see here. And in order to cut that accurately, you're going to need to mark out accurately. So to mark out, you're going to need a pencil, which needs to be really sharp. The sharper, the more accurate. A ruler and a tri-square. We'll get to what this does later. Your box is going to be made of 2 long pieces of wood and 2 shorter pieces. This is 150 millimeters long and the shorter ones are 120 millimeters long. And that goes together like this. You've got your 2 shorter sides and then the 2 longer sides. A good idea is to mark your name, like I have here, on each piece, somewhere small and discreet. And that way later on I can rub it out. Just to show you what it looks like when it's cut, your 2 shorter pieces have a middle tooth cut out like that, and then the 2 longer pieces have 2 ends cut off, so they've got 1 tooth each end. So that's going to fit together something like this. Now the advantage of this finger joint is that they interlock and therefore it doesn't twist very much. This one's a bit loose, so it does twist a bit, but we call that mechanical strength, which is a good advantage. Right, so to mark out, let's start with a longer piece. The first thing you need to do is to mark out the depth of the material, how deep that is. So what I do is I put my finger on the end of the wood, put the other piece on top and just slide it up till it gets to the end. Okay, I don't want it twisted around like that. I don't want it twisted around like that. I want it right square on the end. It might help if you get your tri-square. Put that there. You can slide it up and hold it in position. Okay, when you're happy with that, take your pencil and go right in there with a sharp pencil and draw your line across the surface of the wood. There you go. You see that line? That's the depth of the material. Then we need to mark out 3 teeth. Now, just a note on accuracy. On your ruler, you'll notice these numbers. These are probably centimeters, but we're going to use millimeters, and we're going to use millimeters because they're more accurate. Now, there's 10 millimeters in each centimeter. So, for example, here at 10 centimeters, that's actually 100 millimeters. And you see these little lines? These are the millimeters. So 14 centimeters here, that would be 140 millimeters. 15 centimeters would be 150 millimeters. And these little lines in between, they'll tell you what it is. For example, this in the middle would be 145 millimeters. Right, my ruler starts at 0, so if I place it on here, on my line, I can just double check that it is 60 millimeters there. And I'm going to mark out a little dash on 20 and a little dash on 40. And that's divided it in 3, 20, 40, 60 millimeters. See those tiny little dashes? Now your tri-square comes in. Now if you look at that, that angle is an exact 90-degree angle. What you do is you place it on the end of the wood, okay? And as long as it's touching there, it will slide up and down. So what I do is I just find the dash, line it up, and draw a line there. Then I flip it over, and I draw a little line there. Okay. I can also, if I'm skillful, hold it on the top, okay, with one hand. You might need some help with this, or you might need to put it in the vise to do this. And I just do a little dash where it's lined up. Again, I'm going to flip it over, being as accurate as I can with a nice sharp pencil, and a little line there. Now, if it's the end piece, remember, the long piece, they only have 1 tooth. So what I'm going to do is just double check. So a long piece needs to look like that. That means I'm going to remove these two pieces here. Whatever you're going to remove, just do a little scribble. Okay, and that tells you it's wastage.